Thanks for staying on the line, and this is Newsline. Eid al-Kabir in Maiduguri this year was more than a religious celebration. It was a moment for reflection, gratitude, and deep emotional connection for the people of Bama Emirate in Borno Central. Amidst the festivities, a powerful gesture unfolded as the Sheikh of Bama, Dr. Umar Ibn Sheikh Kyari El-Kanemi, led a delegation of sons and daughters of Bama to the residence of Nigeria's Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, to say thank you for the renewed sense of hope, gradually returning to a region once scarred by conflict. Tina Toro now tells us more.
An atmosphere that symbolizes not only fraternal relations, respect and camaraderie, but a heartfelt appreciation at its very best. This was unfolded at the residence of Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima in Maiduguri. From the personality being visited to the visitors themselves, nothing demonstrates the respect and admiration they have for each other than the confirmation by the revered monarch in person of the Sheikh of Bama, Dr. Umar Ibn Kyari El-Kanemi, who carefully selected his words to appreciate Vice President Kashim Shettima for his undiluted love to Bama Emirate and its people, that he noted began right when he was governor of the state.
We are here to appreciate your efforts in actualizing the establishment of the Federal University of Agriculture and Entrepreneurship, Bama. Apart from Maiduguri, your place of birth, it is heartwarming to see that you have not built a house anywhere else except in Bama, and that has really uplifted us. Your decision to also build a school for orphans and the primary healthcare facility shows your love and commitment to the people and development of Bama Emirate.
To Vice President Kashim Shettima, who was visibly excited by the visit, leadership was all about being compassionate and committed to a cause, hence the reason for his action. The Vice President was also quick to make public more of democratic dividends in the offing for the people of the state, courtesy of the Tinubu-led administration, hence the need for their support to make such a reality.
We will build a school for the orphans, provide 1 square meal a day to encourage enrollment and retention, while the healthcare facility will provide antenatal and postnatal care to all pregnant women free of charge. And any woman who gives birth in the hospital will be supported with 25 kg each of rice and beans with 10,000 naira token. In addition, the federal government, in partnership with Dangote Group, will construct Bama Banki Road and Dikwa Gamborungala highway, expected to commence in the coming weeks.
At the Government House Maiduguri, it was another forum for exchange of nice words between the leader of the delegation, the Sheikh of Bama, and the host, Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum.
Your Excellency, we are very much appreciative of all the support. And because of your commitment towards this takeoff of this university, the President deemed it fit to sign this university.
The university, the Faculty of Education, the College of Education is also
where there is a university, a college of education is nothing. We can even create a faculty of education in the university. The Federal University of Agriculture will absorb the College of Education, and we will build more hostel accommodation and lecture theaters. Borno State government can even donate 15 to 20 billion naira to support the commencement of the university.
Ajikolo Abuja, popularly known as Empire, the Mutawali of Bama, and a key stakeholder, shares his thoughts with Newsline.
The establishment of the university will not only provide qualitative education to entrepreneurship and technology, but also to serve as a long development of the region. I want to extend my appreciation to the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, and my appreciation to the Royal Highness the Sheikh of Bama.
It's good to know that peace is gradually returning to Bama. Thank you, Tina. Now let's talk about one of the finest festivals in Africa, the Ojude Festival. A precious cultural treasure of the Ijebu people, once again turned the city of Ijebu into a form of culture, pageantry, and pride. It's a powerful expression of identity, unity, and heritage that draws thousands from across Nigeria and beyond. This year, Origin, the culturally inspired drink from Guinness Nigeria PLC, added its own flavor to the celebration, creating moments of joy, engagement, and cultural infusion in tune with the spirit of the festival. Anthony Gandono captured stories of how Origin became part of the heartbeat of Ojudioba 2025.
Sons and daughters of Ijebu land from far and near converged on the Ojudioba Pavilion, venue of the annual Ojudioba, a socio-cultural and unique festival of the Ijebu people. Celebrating the festival, Guinness Nigeria PLC, manufacturer of Origin Herbal Drink, reaffirms its place as more than a beverage, saying it will continue to celebrate Nigeria's identity and support the enduring legacy of communities like Ijebu-Ode, bringing to life its mission of celebrating life every day, everywhere, which aligned with the brand's vision of supporting tradition, deepening communal bonds, and creating joyful shared experiences.
When you think of Ojudioba is a very massive platform celebrating the rich culture and heritage of the people of Ijebu-Ode, while also showcasing their food and fashion. So as a brand, that is why we are here.
I have to be here to see the wonders again. Much value has been added to this from past years. It's going. It is the biggest festival now in Nigeria.
Customers of the brand enjoy immersive original experience, which includes vibrant cultural showcases, musical performances, brand activations, art displays, and exclusive hospitality reflecting the spirit of Ijebu heritage.
Origin is a nice brand. It's a good product. It's light. It's a female drink. And for those who don't know how to take alcohol, they can as well take Origin because it's very light.
Origin is my brand. I take more of Origin plastic. So Origin is a very nice drink.
Origin is a Nigerian beverage produced by Guinness Nigeria PLC. Beyond the festivity, Guinness Nigeria says it will continue to make tangible differences in Ogun State through various initiatives that will further strengthen the pride, unity, and timeless traditions of the Ijebu people.
Now, turning 90 is a remarkable achievement, but when a life has been dedicated to truth, integrity, and the power of the written word, it becomes more than a milestone, but a legacy. These words aptly capture the essence of Sam Amoka Bemo, fondly known in journalism circle as Uncle Sam, one of Nigeria's most respected media icons and a towering figure in the evolution of modern journalism. Larry Egbeleyi was at the grand celebration held in Lagos, where family, friends, and colleagues gathered to honor the life, work, and wisdom of the nonagenarian who continues to inspire generations.
Nigerian journalist community celebrated one of their own, a towering figure in the nation's pen profession as he clocked the milestone age of 90. Sam Amoka Pemo, a Sapele-born elder journalist and icon in the newsroom of any press organization in the country, was celebrated by all the doyens of journalism, distinguished personalities in the nation.
He has a composure that is not too relaxed. He made a name called Sad Sam. I'm waiting to see if he smiles today.
He's brilliant. He's the doyen of journalism in Nigeria. I've admired him all my life.
Our role model, what more can I say? Uncle Sam is humorous. He's a great guy, you know. You even think you are mates. He's 90, but you think that's how nice, down to earth. He's a very down to earth person.
Tributes poured in for the celebrant, described as a fearless man of the pen profession.
It is not in every generation that we find many Uncle Sams, guiding pathos through the murky waters of dictatorship and national uncertainty in our dark days of struggle towards liberation from military rule.
I found his columns the ultimate ambush, especially for people of power. It's like leading people on, ensuring that they continue to have the most ballooned aspects, images of themselves, lays that ambush of self-regard, and then finally, with his very witty sense, he punctures the balloon.
He blew his trumpet the opposite way. Sarcastic, witty in his writing.
Sam Amuka Kwemu expressed his gratitude to the nation's pressmen and women who organized the birthday bash on his behalf.
This is a media affair, and I'm very proud and honored. I want to thank all those who've been engaged full-time.
This dean of Nigeria's citadel of journalism co-founded the Punch newspaper and later moved to create the Vanguard newspaper. Samson Amuka Kwemu is one of the nation's founding journalists, columnists, and publishers. Although the man of the moment smiled at the occasion, getting him to dance was a no-no.
Congratulations, Uncle Sam. Now let's talk leadership and fatherhood. Across the world, a day is often set aside to honor men who shape families and influence generations. But beyond the greetings and gifts is a deeper, often uncomfortable question. Who is a father? Really? Is it just the biological tie or something far more profound? In a time when many homes struggle with visible absence, concerns are growing on societal values, discipline, and the emotional health of children. As debates around the modern father's place in family gets louder, Etienne Iban in Uyo would tell us what fatherhood entails from different perspectives.
It's somebody that takes care of you, that provides, understands, and makes sure everything is fine in the family.
A father is a man who owns a family.
That when we are talking about a father, is a complete human being, a complete man. A man whose responsibility is to take care of his own children.
Different meaning of fathers from a cross-section of the people sets the tone. While some see a father as a man in relation to his child or children, others view fathers as providers who are responsible for the total care of their families.
They are a father that is not even cares about their children. So that kind of a man should not be celebrated. We are celebrated a man who have integrity.
For another school of thought, fathers are promoters of peace, progress, and societal values with capacities to inculcate discipline even amongst non-biological children.
Parenting is the role of two people, the father and the mother. And each of them has a specific role to play to make the family stand on a balance. There is no one that will be able to keep the family without the other.
Beyond different expressions of a father, the Father's Day, celebrated on the third Sunday of June every year, is an opportunity to honor this category of men. It's a day to show appreciation for the love, support, and guidance that fathers provide. The theme for the Father's Day 2025, Fathers, Nurturing Resilience and Shaping Futures, highlights the significant impact fathers have on their children's development and well-being.
The Lord will bless fathers to be righteous and godly in an ungodly world.
As Christians and Nigerians celebrate Father's Day 2025, there's a clarion call to allow a moment for all and sundry to appreciate the fathers, father figures, and paternal influences in our lives.
Okay, so what kind of a father are you? And would you choose your father over and over again? If you're a father, a good one out there, remember, you are the mirror your members see. Lead by example. Let's take another break. More to come on Newsline. Staying with the NTA. It was more than just a date. June 12, 1993 became a symbol of hope, betrayal, and an unfinished promise. Decades later, the narrow streets of Ekpetedo, nestled in the heart of Lagos Island, still carry the weight of history. It was there, in defiance of a military regime, that the late Chief Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola stood before a sea of supporters and declared himself winner of an election many still call Nigeria's freest and fairest. Our correspondent Amaka Owo was at the hallowed ground where eyewitnesses recount the tension, courage, and emotion of a day that shook the nation.
Ekpetedo usually receives an increase in media presence and attention every June 12. This is because of the significance of this location that can best be described as a historic relic of present-day democracy that should be preserved. Late Chief Moshood Kashimawo Abiola was said to have taken refuge in this place alongside his supporters to make what is today known as the Ekpetedo Declaration. This is what is left of the complex today.
Years have gone by, but this hall still stands in a very dilapidated state.
Bakare Suleiman Abiodun is a native of this area. He said, as a first-time voter who turned 18 years of age in 1993, he witnessed some of the incidents of the June 12 struggles.
Immediately he left, not up to 10 minutes, a group of soldiers, police, they bombarded this area. But after that, for a month, even more than a year, there is no light in this area.
Away from the Ekpetedo Palace, I also visited Joseph Street on Lagos Island, the residence of 93-year-old Pa Abdul Wahid Jawado, a close associate of late Chief MKO Abiola.
I participated physically, morally, and financially. Abiola was in native English dress, suit, complete grey suit. He said he would like to change. He changed to Galia, full dress, native full dress.
This is my fourth interaction with this elder statesman. He is always a delight.
And I've been in politics since 30 years of age. I have worked with Baba Awolowo. I have worked with Governor Jakonde.
Listen to his words of wisdom to present-day politicians.
We should take patience and work together.
Pa Jawado and many Nigerians believe collective efforts will help preserve and strengthen the nation's democracy.
Thank you, Amaka, for that report. Now, it's been 27 years since the silence actually fell, while the nation remembers him as a martyr of hope and a pillar of democratic struggle. For his family, the memory runs deeper. But in that grief lies a duty to uphold a legacy carved in courage, sacrifice, and unwavering belief in a better Nigeria. Joshua Ogunjide journeys into the heart of the Abiola household to find out how the family continues to carry the torch of MKO, still burning decades after death.
On August 24, 1937, in the dusty streets of Abeokuta, Ogun State, a boy named Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola came into a world that offered him little, yet he gave it everything.
My father-in-law, my mother-in-law lost 23 children.
From hawking firewood as a child to studying in faraway Scotland on scholarship, MKO's journey was shaped by resilience. He graduated from the University of Glasgow in 1963 and became a chartered accountant just 2 years later, rare for an African at the time. But numbers alone never defined him. He became a business icon, yes. But more than that, he became a household name, not just for his wealth, but for how generously he used it to uplift others. He gave scholarships, built schools, and paid hospital bills, often for people he never met. To many, MKO wasn't just a man, He was a movement. That's why people called him a divine helper.
So he was a foremost educationist, and he also wanted citizens to be all-rounders as we grow, health, in wealth, in prosperity. You know, he brought about a lot of reachability.
He was extremely intelligent. He never forgot anything, and he treated people the way they should be treated. You know, he had humility, and he expressed himself in a way that showed that he cared.
MKO, 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 action! Abiola, 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 progress. Now he be the hope for better tomorrow.
In 1993, the people spoke. They voted overwhelmingly for MKO Abiola in what remains Nigeria's freest and fairest election. But their voices were silenced. The election was annulled. MKO's response: he didn't retreat. He declared himself the rightful winner, not out of ego, but out of duty.
Nigerians are ready for democracy. Nigeria have elected their president, and Nigerians are not prepared to go for another election.
That decision cost him his freedom and eventually his life.
Incidentally, MK Abiola, my husband, was born on the same day as my mother. And very strange to me, he died on the same day my father died.
But even in death, MKO's dream refused to die. One of the many he mentored and inspired is today Nigeria's president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a man who, like MKO, stood firm in the face of tyranny and whose presidency today reflects the long arc of that democratic struggle.
If they were giving awards to great Nigerians, I believe they should have given Iyaloja, because Tinubu's mother played a critical role in his even agreeing to support my husband.
This year, as Nigeria marks its 26th Democracy Day, the celebration is more than a date on a calendar. It is a solemn tribute to courage, a salute to sacrifice, and a call to deepen the values MKO stood and died for.
And we've been shown to express humility everywhere we go.
It took 25 years, but on June 6, 2018, the tide finally turned. Former President Muhammadu Buhari declared June 12 Nigeria's new Democracy Day, replacing May 29.
The principles and values he stood for should be a watchword for a better Nigeria. Love, they say, finds you when you least expect it, sometimes even in the corridors of a junior secondary school. What began as childhood friendship in JSS2 has blossomed into a beautiful union, drawing families, friends and well-wishers to the heart of Abuja to celebrate the love story of Abdullahi Sani and Hawa Sanusi, children of Alhaji Abdullahi Muhammadu Sani and Alhaji Yunisa Muhammadu Sanusi. In a colorful blend of tradition and elegance, the common Amaria and wedding reception attracted guests who gathered to honor the couple's journey from classmates to soulmates. Gufan Shaju Gwain now tells us more.
As a guest or a family member at a wedding reception, have you ever wondered what couples are always whispering about to each other? Well, your guess is as good as mine. But while you hold on to that thought, let's get to the gist of this love story. As guests settled into this beautifully decorated hall, the ambience was beautiful and the evening unfolded with a camel, a Hausa tradition where the bride is unveiled by the groom with some amount of money.
It's a very nice, wonderful, sweet, caring boy.
The unveiling was set at
$10 million. $10 million.
With that out of the way, The main group started as mothers, and the Ishwebi women elegantly made their way in to celebrate the big night. Hawa and Abdullahi's love story began from JSS2.
You know, you meet someone and feel like you've known them all your life, and he's an honest man, he's very caring. Now it is very hard to find, but I'm very thankful.
The ambience of love felt in this room is truly palpable as guests and family members took turn to say their wishes and prayers.
They should endeavor to be able to live peacefully, settle their crisis quietly.
And I pray God to keep them the way the love is so fresh. I want it to remain evergreen.
Bless their marriage and make it a fruitful one.
Learn to say, I'm sorry and I apologize.
I pray for the couple to have a very long life.
I'm very happy to witness my last born marriage.
She's my friend, so her being a friend is easy for me to live with her. She's kind, she's just a genuine soul.
Love you, Housie.
May this union be that of a happily ever after experience.
Congratulations to the couple. We wish them a happy home. Let's take another break. Newsline continues shortly. Glad to know you're still there. Our next story is one that will raise haunting questions. What could drive an adult to beat a defenseless baby into unconsciousness? In Lagos, a little child is battling to stay alive. She is a victim of a brutal assault allegedly carried out by her mother's partner. What's the reason behind this disturbing act? Hingino John Adams takes us through the ordeal as voices of grief, outrage, and justice echo from the community.
Under the busy Obalende Bridge in Lagos is where 1 year 9 months old baby Esther John quietly joins her 20-year-old mother, Rose Nse Effiong, daily as she earns a living. Despite the horns blaring and other noise from various sources, baby Esther is sleeping peacefully, not aware of the happenings around her. This is how innocent a child can be. So, it's mind-boggling to know that individuals exist that can harm babies. Can you believe this is Esther? Imagine the transformation.
I leave my baby to my boyfriend. I call her, say, let you bring the baby for me for my working place. And she told me that it's coming. I wait around 1 hour, I'm not seeing her. I call her again. She said that baby is not feel fine. I said, what happened? She told me the baby is fall down in the ties. And everywhere where we go to hospital, they tell me say they beat the baby.
Immediately the first hospital see the baby, they couldn't even touch the baby. They told us, no, what happened? She just explained that my boyfriend said the baby fell down. So the woman just said, this is not falling. The baby can't fall. Where did the baby fall? Is it from upstairs? They refer us to the second hospital. The second hospital just tried their best. They refer us again to the third hospital under emergency.
Although Rose says she wants justice, there is a twist to the matter. The alleged assaulter, who was arrested by the police, has been released after she withdrew the case because he apologized for his actions and his family members intervened, paid the medical bills, and appealed to Rose to allow them handle the situation.
The mother has no right to withdraw the complaint. From that point, when the matter of the crime was reported, the police should step in, investigate, and if they find merit, especially with the hospital evidence and medical treatment of the minor, I should, press charges against the perpetrator.
Should the alleged assaulter be allowed to go scot-free? How then can he and others like him understand the gravity of such action. Newsline is still on the case and will keep you posted.
So, where is the love? We will follow up on this story, and hopefully Ministry of Women Affairs and other relevant agencies will help her get justice. Amidst laughter, music and shared plates of festive meals, a different kind of celebration unfolded in Kaduna, one not defined by privilege but by purpose. NTA Kaduna Network Center, in collaboration with Senator Shehu Sani, brought together orphans and underprivileged children for a Salah Fun Fair. Suraj Abdullahi captured the beautiful moment with the children, who ask for nothing more than to be seen, heard, and loved.
Oh, beautiful. Children from different orphanages and underprivileged around Kaduna metropolis were brought together to experience ambience of Salah celebration. This humanitarian gesture was organized by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Kaduna Network Center, in collaboration with Senator Shehu Sani. The fun fair was aimed at providing these children the same opportunity as their peers who are privileged to have parents alive. Director Administration, Nigerian Television Authority, Ramatu Suleiman, says NTA provides a unique opportunity for all the children, irrespective of their social status, ethnic or religious background, for them to have sense of belonging and fulfillment.
As you can see, there are children from Christian background and there are those from the Muslim background. We want them to understand that we are one, and that for us to be happy and live together happily, we have to bring them up with that notion that there's no difference between us.
Aside the opportunity to meet with their peers, the children dance and play, a situation that will remain indelible in their minds.
I'm so happy for this opportunity that has been given to me.
I'm very happy because today is a fun day.
I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy that everyone's here.
They are so excited because they were presented gifts.
For the organizers, it is not a way of paying back to the society, but a sole responsibility to bridge social imbalance between the haves and the have-nots.
I remember in the 70s we were here as children attending children's programs. So it now behoves on me to revive the good old days. So I believe that providing a platform like this will encourage the young ones.
We draw our inspiration from the encouragement, of our Director General, Malan Salu Olorami Dembos. I can call him driving force behind this success. And he kept on encouraging us and pushing us to see that NTA remain afloat.
It's a call to service. Let's keep impacting lives. The journey to fame, fortune, and perhaps lifelong friendship has begun for 31 vibrant contestants as they step into the spotlight for Emir Mansion Season 2, Empire Mansion Season 2, with dreams as grand as a 60 million naira prize at stake. Emotions ran high as the housemates arrived at the mansion, each carrying unique stories, ambitions, and the hope of winning hearts across the nation. From laughter to nervous anticipation, Joel Pukwola witnessed the moment as soon as the gates opened.
It is a reality show with a difference, and viewers from both the traditional and new media are already engaged with the thrill of what the organizers say will be an impactful show. Here comes the housemates who are expected to create contents that will keep audiences glued to their TV screens and YouTube. They've all been blindfolded for credibility and to ensure their environment remains a mystery. First to arrive is Angela Pearl, followed by Bambi, then Biki B, Bounty and Chidinma. They are among the first set of housemates to make their way into the Empire Mansion Season 2. For sure, there won't be a dull moment in the house, and housemates are already eager to get going. The production manager of the Empire Mansion Season 2 is encouraging viewers to prepare for intrigue, collaboration, various plots, and scheming, all for the grand prize.
You should be expecting fire. And one thing, we stream 24 hours every day for 60 days. 60 days, one mansion, lots of tasks, one life-changing prize. 60 million naira worth of prizes. You can't beat it.
The 31 housemates are not going to be in confinement in line with the objective of the program. They will be on the streets to execute tasks and win prizes.
They go out, they carry out their weekly tasks in public places, open places like markets, schools, orphanage homes, offices, manufacturing companies, and you name it. So that's why they do that. They're also giving you drama in the house, forming alliances, betrayals here and there, unions and all. Of course, you know what characterizes a perfect reality TV show. So ours is entirely different. We've carved a niche for ourselves, and I do not think anybody can come close.
The brain behind the show, Dixon Aligwe and other stakeholders, say it's all about adding value to the lives of the youth.
The key things about life is how many people can you touch is the most important thing. So we believe in impacting lives. Our show, yes, like every other reality show, you have your contestant in the house, but we're taking it to the next level, which is not just the contestant being in the house, but we do have that power to at least use our platform to reach out to the public.
Go out there, they embark on tasks, they'll do a whole lot of tasks, and the winners, when they, at the end of the day, whatever money funds they actually generate from doing those tasks, that money is actually pushed back and impacts somebody in the market there.
No doubt it will be a long night in the house with anticipated dancing steps and games set to commence.
Empire Mansion Season 2 there for you. In the fast-paced world of sports, journalism, Maxwell Ademoye made his mark chasing headlines, but his most inspiring story may be unfolding right at home. His teenage sons, Michelle and Toby, grew up watching their father report from different stadia to studios, and now they're stepping into his shoes, covering local matches and interviewing rising stars. At the just concluded National Sports Festival, Bade Adeleye met the Ademoyes, a family bound not just by blood, but by a shared passion for telling stories through sports.
Here is Trezay. Wait, did I just say Trezay? I meant to say Maxwell Ademoye, the man who has got over 3 decades of experience in sports journalism. Well, today, our focus is not on Maxwell, but his biggest story, which he didn't write himself, his teenage boys. Michelle and Toby are 2 brothers who are following in their father's footsteps in the world of sports journalism. Recently, they had the opportunity to cover the 2024 National Sports Festival in Abuja, capturing the excitement and drama of the games through their writing and photography. Their father has been a source of inspiration and guidance for the brothers. From conducting interviews to writing compelling stories, Michelle and Toby have taken to sports journalism like fish to water, and their passion and dedication are evident in their work.
It all started when my dad was working at the radio station. So he would tell me, write this, help me dispose of this. So I began to like it how he works, and I still get to work with him.
I love the way he could explain things very simply. He could relate the story very concise, very simple.
As they navigated the bustling sports grounds, Michelle and Toby were in their element, chatting with athletes, coaches and officials, and snapping photos of the action on the field. They worked tirelessly to meet deadlines, filing stories and reports that captured the essence of the festival.
It's a very exciting journey. Reliving the moment, writing those scripts that make things flow, that make people who are maybe thousands of miles away feel the energy.
Although I'm this young, I've been to like 9 states. And I didn't just go there for like 1 minute and back. I stayed there for a couple of days. That's different cultures, different foods, different styles of living.
Their father couldn't be prouder of his son's budding careers.
I never forced them. No. But when they started showing interest, what do? You give them all the support they needed. And today I'm not regretting, I'm happy. It's a joy. Every parent wants to see their children excel.
Like father, like sons. With their father's guidance and their own talent, Michelle and Toby are optimistic of going far in the world of sports journalism. They are already making a name for themselves.
The young Kumoyes will definitely go places. Now, marriage, a sacred institution that has stood the test of time, remains one of life's most significant decisions. But in today's fast-changing world, the question of when to say I do has become more complex. Joy Iluegu brings us diverse perspectives to the age of getting married.
The legal age for marriage is 18, as enshrined in the Child Rights Act of 2003. Yet, practices differ across regions. In some communities, traditional customs still influence early marriage, particularly among girls, often raising concerns from child rights advocates. Data from the National Population Commission and UNICEF shows that early marriages are linked to higher rates of maternal mortality, school dropout, and poverty, especially for young women.
I look at it from the perspective of maturity in terms of mindset. A girl that is not mature psychologically should not talk about marriage.
As from 25 upwards, a woman will settle down, because that age, that woman can be able to handle the family.
While urban youth may delay marriage to pursue education and careers, in rural areas, cultural pressures often encourage earlier unions.
So there's no specific time for a young man to marry. But the Bible confirms that once a young man gets to the age of marriage, he should marry, not looking here and there.
Sometimes people think that you have to reach a certain age or have accumulated so much wealth before you dive into some certain things. If you know that you are matured enough physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, and otherwise.
So it's not about age, if you ask me, because if you say age is quite a number actually, but it has to do with what you have inside of you to manage marriage, because marriage is not a relationship. It's a quite different from relationship. So
whether it's 18, 25, or 30, the right age to marry varies across individuals and communities. What remains important is that the decision is informed, consensual, and in line with the law. In matters of the heart, wisdom often proves the best guide.
Marrying early or late, not an issue. Marrying the right person, either early or late, is the ultimate. And this is where we draw the curtain tonight. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Elizabeth Omori.